Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening. I am outside. I'm getting my oil changed, so I'm waiting for it. So there's a, generator that pops on and off, so we'll see how it goes. It gets kind of loud, but hopefully you can hear this. So let's look at March 12th. Actually, I need my sunglasses on. You don't lead by hitting people over the head. That's assault, not leadership. Dwight D. Eisenhower. How often have I led myself in this way? How often have I unknowingly bullied myself? When I judge myself, I'm essentially assaulting myself. When I make myself wrong for thinking my thoughts and feeling my feelings, I'm hitting myself over the head. The bully in my brain can get into my face with hideous thoughts that send me reeling. Thoughts that sound like, who do you think you are? You're a loser. Look at how well they're doing and look at you. But the bully can also sound reasonable. You really should call your mother. Do you really need that second donut? However, the bully in my brain might sound, however the bully in my brain might sound, it's an assault on myself. It's hitting myself over the head. This is not me leading me. This is me bullying me. If, however, I continue to notice when thoughts like this fire off in my mind, I can use tapping to interrupt them before they gain too much momentum. Tapping has a cumulative effect, so as I tap to interrupt these thoughts, over time I will notice I'm being more kind to myself. I'm leading myself towards remembering the authentic self I am below all the world's programming. Thought for the day. Even if one time today I can catch my inner bully in the act and interrupt, what if even one time today I can catch my inner bully in the act and interrupt it? Hey, Barbara, it was so great to see you live and in person yesterday. It's so endearing for me. I felt like that was just such a sweet call. So I really appreciated getting to see you in person. It really made my day. It was just like a lovely little group. So that term self-assault really strikes me because it sounds harsh, but it is actually what we can do to ourselves. I know I've assaulted myself so many times because I learned to treat myself the way I was treated. And I noticed the more I tap and interrupt that, oh yeah, you're so welcome. It was so true. The more I tap and interrupt that, I find like there are so many more times in my life I'm less hard on myself. Like I was thinking about something today that, I was like, okay, well, that didn't work exactly the way I wanted it to, but it was okay. And I thought, wow, that's awesome. I'm not like down on myself about this. I'm like, I'm learning. Okay, it's a learning curve. As I learn, I'll get things better in a better way. And that to me is the byproduct that really helps. Yeah, this helps a lot. I'm reading about the bully in one book, right? I mean, it's like, and that's why I call it the bully, because mine bullies the heck out of me if it runs amok. So let's tap. Karate chop. Even though that bully in my brain can have me assaulting myself, not intentionally, but because of my programming, I choose to acknowledge I feel this way now. Even though that bully in my brain can have me assaulting myself, and I want to interrupt it. And I want to see things differently. I choose to honor my truth right now. I think that's 3 times. Go to the eyebrow. That bully in my brain. It really has me assaulting myself. And then I feel so bad about myself. It's not like I'm trying to do this. There's just been so much programming for decades that started so early in life But now what I can do is catch that bully in the act. And when I catch it, keep interrupting it. I might have to hear this 1,000,000 times. But that doesn't matter. Because repetition is the mother of skill. And eventually it'll really sink in. And I'll start to catch my self-assault. And the more I do and interrupt that, the less intense it becomes. The more I'm able even to chuckle at myself. Embrace my seeming flaws and foibles. Because there is a lot of truth in the beauty being in the imperfections. And what if I can embrace all of me? The full flowered human being that I am. And what if that makes all the difference? So take a breath. I can't remind myself of this enough. And let's see, Kathy, you said, I am getting into more self-reflection. I realize, oh, right? Horrible self-talk. Oh my God, Kathy. I always remember felt. It was constantly like parachuting in, telling me everything that was wrong with me. I still catch it, but I notice it's not as prevalent. And I notice when I catch it, you all know I'm like, fuck off. It's like, get out of my face. Because that's how I have to talk to it. It doesn't listen to niceness. So that's what works for me. But I just think as long as we can keep interrupting that, it's huge. And that's what I've noticed is that I find over time I'm less hard on myself. I can laugh about things with myself way easier than, God, my God, stuff that I just used to like pummel. Like I think about, and Barbara, you'll chuckle at this, the different typos that I run into. There was a time I would have been mortified. Mortified, and been like, oh God, like what does everybody think? That's so pathetic. And oh my God, there's something wrong with me. And now I'm like, I don't know. It just happens. And I feel so grateful that I can chuckle at that about myself. And I think that is a product of consistent tapping and catching myself in the act more and more. So Kathy, that's great. And I want to say you might go through a phase where you're like, you can't unsee it. So sometimes it can almost feel like, God, am I getting worse? No, you're getting more reflective. You're becoming more aware. It's like you can't unsee it. You just see it all the time, which is great because that unconscious programming that's going all the time now is conscious, which is where you can deal with it. So Barbara, Kathy, great to see you here. Thanks again, Barbara. Yesterday it was so, again, awesome to see you. And everyone have a great weekend. I'll see you tomorrow for the 13th. Bye for now.